Namaste viewers, welcome to our channel Leftfoot International School. Today we are going to start our first lesson of history for class 7. Before start the video, I would like to request you all, if you are new in our channel, then please subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon to get all the notifications. If you like our video, please like, share and put your valuable comments in the comment section. To know more about our school, please go through our website, which is mentioned in our description box. Now let's move to start the lesson. The name of the lesson is Tracing Changes Through 1,000 Years. It means we are going to learn about the changes which was happened during the last 1,000 years. Viewers, don't think that this 1,000 years means from now. Okay, so here 1,000 years means from 750 CE or Common Era to 1750 CE. So during this time, whatever the changes was happened in our country, we will learn in this chapter. Now the question is that why we are learning this period's history? Actually, the reason is that in the class 6 we have studied about ancient India, which was Paleolithic age to 750 CE. So now this is the time to learn about the medieval history, which is 750 CE to 1750 CE. So basically we will study in this lesson in the last 1,000 years, means during 750 Common Era to 1750 Common Era in India, how the sources of history was changed, how the people and their living style was changed, how the political system was changed. So this all are the important things we will cover in this class 7. So as like the other classes story, first chapter of the book is an introduction of the book, right? So here also you will see what are the sources of history of the medieval period used by the historians to write the medieval history. So viewers, in the first page of the lesson you can see a map, which is a Indian map. Yeah, maybe you all are thinking this is Indian map, but yes, it's Indian map. It's difficult to identify because it's not in the proper form. First of all, the map is not in the opposite directions according to the current map, and second thing is that this is completely a strange map, right? But why? Because you can see that the upper part of the map is South India and lower part of the map is North India, where our South Indian part is too narrow than the island Sri Lanka. So here all the places names are written in Arabic and Farsi languages. So this map was made by Al-Idris in 1154 CE, who was an Arabian cartographer. Now we have to move in the next map. You can see in the same page, down to the page, another map is there. Okay, this map was made in 1720 CE by a French cartographer. So you can see in this map, means number 2 map, where all informations are written in more details than the previous map, right? So now you just think that why so many differences between this both map? Can you guess? Okay, now I am telling to you. So viewers, the reason is that we have to think when this both map was made at that time, which type of background and context was there. Means if you would see in the first map, it was made in 1154 CE, right? So in this map, the very less informations, because people were not having huge information or huge knowledge about the place or about our country, and the process of making map was not that much developed during that time, right? So but if you will see in the next map, means second map, we have more detailed information, right, about the places and about our country, because it was made after 600 years of the first map. So during this 600 years, people collected more knowledge or informations about that place or our country, and process of making map was also developed. That's why we have far differences between this both map. So now move to the next topic, which is new and old terminologies. So in this topic we will learn that the words which were used in the old and new terminologies or vocabulary by the historians, how these all words were changed during this time. Here I would like to tell you that whenever we are learning any information about history or we are analyzing any information from history, we have to always focus on the context. It means which condition, means in which condition that information was written, or in which condition the historians got that information, and what was the source of that information, etc. Like this all are the context which we are or we have to notice always while learning and information from history. So as I said that historians is always noticing the context, so because of that the demand of context is also increased over the time. Like this way the meaning of the word was also changed according to the time. The historical records exist in a variety of languages which have changed considerably over the years. For example, the Persian language used in medieval period, and now there is more differences in their words. Means the Persian words used in the medieval India and the Persian words used nowadays, there are several differences between the language between the Persian language of medieval India and the current India or the current Persian language. It means not only the grammar and vocabulary was changed, the meaning of the word also completely changed over the time. By an example it will be more easy to understand. So viewers, so I am going to give an example to make you understand. The first example is the word Hindustan. Nowadays Hindustan means India, the modern nation. This word was used first time in 13th century by Minhas-e-Siraj. He was written a chronicle in Persian language. According to Minhas-e-Siraj, Hindustan means Punjab, Haryana, or the land between Ganga and Yamuna river. So this word was used based on the political view at that time. Means the land which was part of the Delhi Sultanate. But this word never denote for the South India during that time. So after that, this word again used by the Babur to describe the geographical view of India. Later again, Amir Khusro used this word, the word Hind, not that word complete, Hind word, in 13th century to show geographical and cultural entity of this place. But it was never used as like nowadays. Nowadays we are using this Hindustan word for our country or as a nation, right? So viewers, you have already noticed in this word that how the word change not only in the grammatical form, it was changed completely in the meaning also. So in this way, the word meaning has been changed in a different time. Now let's turn to know the next topic. This topic name is historians and their sources. Viewers, you all know that historians use different sources to write history, but all the sources are not giving every time's information, right? So that is why historians divided their sources in period wise. Like this source will give this period's information, that source will give that period information. For example, if you want to know about the 7th century, then you have to choose some different sources like inscriptions. But if you want to know about the 14th century, then you have some textual records. Means different periods you have or different century you have, for that you have different record or sources. Means over the time the sources of history also change. So in this book you will learn about the history 700 CE to 1750. In this book, for that, what are the sources used by the historians? Let's move to know. So viewers, over the time many sources of history continue as like ancient India. History sources means if historians wants to know about history of medieval India, for that now also they can use coins, use inscriptions, architecture and textual records like source of ancient history. And many sources of history of this period was discontinued also, like many textual records was changed, as this all were filled with or displaced with the other information, because the paper was became cheaper in medieval India and people were getting paper very easily, which were using for writing holy texts, chronicles of rulers, letters and teaching of saints. Also paper was used to write judicial records, accounts, registers, taxes, etc. But still manuscript was collecting by the wealthy people, rulers, monasteries and temples, and after that this was preserved in the library or archives. These manuscripts and documents provide a lot of detailed information to historians, but they are also very difficult to use. So viewers, there was no printing press in those days, so scribes copied manuscripts by their hands. If you have ever copied a friend's homework, you would know that this is not a simple exercise. Sometimes you cannot read your friend's handwriting and are forced to guess what is written. As a result, there are small but significant differences in your copy of your friend's work, right? So manuscripts copying is somewhat similar. As scribe copied manuscripts, They also introduce small changes. A word here, a sentence there. These small differences grew over centuries of copying until manuscripts of the same text became substantially different from one and another. This is a serious problem because we rarely find the original manuscript of the author today. We are totally dependent upon the copies made by later scribes. As a result, historians have to read different manuscript versions of the same text to guess what the author had originally written. On occasion, authors revised their chronicles at different times. The 14th century chroniclers, Ziauddin Barani wrote his chronicle first in 1356 and another version 2 years later. The two differ from each other, but historians did not know about the existence of the first version until the 1960s. It remained lost in large library collections. So viewers, our next topic is new social and political groups, but this topic will cover in our next video. I hope whatever explained in this lesson till now you all understand. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe our channel. So now I am asking one questions. If you understand, I know, then you are able to give this answer. So please drop your answer. The question is, who was Al-Idrisi? Who was Al-Idrisi? So this question answer you have to mention in comment section if you know this answer. I hope you enjoy this video. So now let's move to. So viewers, we will meet again in our next video. Till the time, goodbye and take care.